Hello, welcome back. It's that time of the week. It's NASCAR Heat 5 simulation of said race, which in this case is the Goodyear 400 at Darlington with the NASCAR Heat 5 Next Gen mod. So, yeah. It's, I think it's about a half hour earlier than last week, but that's because the race starts at 3, not 3:30, so that's kind of why we're a little bit early. But yeah, hello Unleasher, hello Corey Fred, hello Chase Briscoe person. When you think the 2022 Heat 5 DLC, it should be pretty soon because in my Discord there was a high TV that was talking about it. They have that and the 2023 one like just about done, so they just have to. I guess they're just kind of putting like finishing touches on it, but I guess that's going to be coming out to the public soon. I don't know when. I can't give a date, but I'm looking forward to that because that's always cool that they're still doing stuff. Will there be any extra added schemes for Kurt for 22? I don't know. I think in this game they got just about all the main ones. I don't think they have the Richmond one, but I mean, I feel weird asking for extra stuff because they've already done quite a bit. So I'm just gonna kind of not ask. But that's my couple cents on that. But yeah, so there's really not a whole lot else of introduction stuff to go into. I don't have my camera centered, which is just sorry for being late. You were here right when the stream started, like with the pre-stream music. So I don't know why you're apologizing for being late. I thought you were pretty well on time. So I don't know. I don't know why you're saying that. There we go. Got to get that like light in the background. Like when I see that, then I know the camera's straight. So I got to do that. I got to remember that. How's my morning going? It's going all right. I think it's gone pretty decently. I think it's been a typical, just uneventful day for me. I woke up, got a shower, got the stream ready. That's really about it. There's not a whole lot else I go into with these streams. At least with these streams on Sundays, that's kind of how my day usually kind of goes. But yeah, Ryuko fan has arrived. Hell yeah, I guess. But yeah, we're just gonna get right into it. Obviously, thumbnail, throwback. It's the Kurt Busch throwback car to Jimmy Spencer, which it's kind of funny now that I think about it because he's throwing it back to Jimmy Spencer, who he had beef with. That's just bizarre in and of itself. And now that I'm thinking about it, or is it Bill Elliott throwback? I don't know. Because Spencer drove. No, this is a Bill Elliott throwback. Never mind. I was gonna say that's even more weird in hindsight, but no, it's a Bill Elliott throwback. Never mind. I think it's the '97 season or '96, somewhere around there. So that's the car we're going with. It's nice. This car wrecked in real life, which is one of the many wrecks that probably contributed to Kurt's concussion. We'll talk about the whole like Hendrick conspiracy and how the Hendrick drivers like systematically destroyed Kurt's career in 22. So we'll get into that. Hello, not easy. JC, I don't know what that even means, but if I see you, I'm just going to say random gibberish, and then that's how I'm going to communicate with you, because that's apparently, how you function. You're like a real-life Sims character. Anyways, that's the car we're going with. Actually, with this game, you're going to see all different kinds of throwbacks, because with this mod, they added in all the throwbacks. They even have this, which isn't even in Rivals for whatever reason. Byron has his throwback. All the cars, I believe, have throwbacks. The ones that actually ran the race in real life. So that's pretty damn cool. So yeah, we're going with that. Darlington, this is going to be what our race settings are. 293 laps. So these are our settings. 105 difficulty, full damage, 100% race length, obviously. Normal wear and fuel consumption, normal wear rate, more grip for me for the long run. That'll balance out with the AI stuff and everything. So obviously, strict yellows, multiple stages, We're not qualifying. Here's our settings for the AI. Narrow skill range, infrequent mechanical failures, draft partners enable, which I don't even think will be a thing in this race for the AI do that. So, who has the best throwback? I'm not going to say Chase, because Chase's throwback is literally just red paint with the Everhand font. That's not really... I wouldn't consider that the best. I mean, it's a good, simple scheme, but I don't think it's the best. I have to really look at all the schemes again, because I can't remember all of them. I just remember the bad ones, like Truex's one isn't as bad. Kyle Busch and Austin Dillon don't have one, so they didn't even count, because there's not even an attempt. I like Suarez's one, but JC hates that one, so I can't talk about it, because he told me in the DMs that if I ever talk about it, he will throw shoes at my house, which is fucked up. That's such a that's such a lie. Oh god. This is our race settings. This is what we're gonna go with. Best throwbacks. God damn. Kyle Busch is most accurate. Sam Ayers. That's a good one. Sam Ayers is not a bad one. He did disappoint me, though, because he had car troubles, which was probably the most throwback thing ever, because Kurt's 2001 season was either he would lead laps or the car would just implode. So it was a true throwback to his 2001 season. And he led early on in that Xfinity race like he did in real life in 01, so that was cute, but... Sam Ayers is definitely a good one. Damn, I don't know why I'm... Maybe part of me is just so numb to the throwback stuff. It's just tiring? I don't know what the right word is. Or it's just that there's so many of them I can't even, like, comprehend them. I don't know. Hocevar's. Oh, Hocevar's Dale Jarrett throwback one is, I guess, decent looking. It's better than Chastain's one. That one's just gross. Bell throwback. The Bell throwback one is funny just because the 20 is actually smaller. Wait. Yeah, because the 20 font is actually smaller than the 17 one. Which wasn't that the whole point of it just defeats the whole point of the car moving the numbers forward if you're going to make it smaller than the sponsor placement. Just, I don't know. It's just, that's such a farce. It was the best Darlington race from the 2010s. Oh my god. I can't even fucking think of one. I think 2017 is a pretty decent one. I mean, there's a lot of them that are like pretty that are good. I thought 2011's was good. 2014 I was almost gonna like, but then Junior didn't win. That's a fanboy point. Blaine Perkins, that's a good one. I remember I sent Kamikaze a link to the payday car. I remember that. That's a good one. Austin Hill and Ben. Oh my god, why can I not think of fucking drivers' names? The guy looks like fucking Hank Hill. Sheldon Creed, Jesus Christ. Did you see my cat? I did not see your cat. Have you heard about the 20... Yeah, I've heard about that. I was going to make a video, but man, I'm just so tired of thinking about that game. Or just that whole situation, because we've heard this like 4 different times. But now they're saying it's coming in a couple of days. So I don't know what that means, unless that means like this next Tuesday. 'Cause usually when things come out, it's either like Tuesday or like Thursday. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what actually comes out. Kind of curious if they're going to add in a bunch of schemes, but these mod people have already done that before they did. That didn't take them 7 months. But then again, on console, it's like more broken or just more of a hassle to actually implement it versus Steam. But they were trying to do stuff on Steam because there was like Steam updates and stuff. So they were clearly trying to do something, but the modders were able to do it. But I mean, technically, the mod isn't perfect because there's no proper damage and the wheels don't spin properly. So like I get that it's not like perfect, but it's still way better than just having nothing. Hello 8-bit throwback paint scheme. Chase Elliott's. Yeah, Chase. I mean, it's a good one, but it's not really a hard one to mess up. It's just red paint with the Everham font. That's it. There's nothing crazy about it that I would think would be. I guess what makes the throwback really good for me is if you get like the design proper. Not we're not counting Kevin Harvick because that literally is just a throwback to just the outline of a car. I guess what makes a successful throwback is you get the bright sponsor for it, and you get like the livery looks like the original one that they're referencing. That's I think the ideal like throwback, kind of like what Austin Hill and Sheldon Creed had. Those are what I would consider like proper throwbacks, even if they don't even have like the proper sponsor, but the sponsor is kind of shaped in a way like the original. Like that works. You blew with me on Discord. Why? Oh, for the cat. Okay, hold on. Here is my cat. Oh, that's adorable. I thought you were just trying to like be like lulz to random, but no, that is indeed a cat. That's cool. You gotta have. I can't talk. That's cool. You have a cat. Happy to hear that. Best of luck managing a cat, because I don't know. That's cool though. Congrats. The fact it's only 22 cars, but not the tracks in 22, and they're still charging 10. That's gross. But then again, in MSG situation, I kind of don't blame them because they are still bleeding money. They still have like $5.5 million, $6 million already throughout this year. By that rate, they're gonna lose like 12 or 13, 15 million something by the end of the year. So like, from a business perspective, I get it. I get why they're charging for it. Does it make it ethically right? Probably not, because it's a 7-month-old outdated thing that they're trying to sell, and it doesn't have the proper tracks. They can't code and do those tracks because 704 did all that. They can't code their own tracks to save their life. You've seen what they did in Rivals, and that was an absolute disaster. So yeah, they couldn't even be they could not be bothered to try to actually implement new stuff. I mean, if we look at the Indy Road Course, this was MSG's like first attempt, or maybe it wasn't. I don't know, but this was the first new thing that Motorsport Games did after 704 like stuff, and we see how bad the AI were there. They were going to originally do the Daytona Road Course, but they never did because it probably would be like unplayable and broken. Excited about Carl Edwards being in the booth. Man, I wish I could. I don't know. Wasn't Edwards not wanting to be part of the NASCAR 75 from what Kenny Wallace said, and then he's in it? So like, why is that a thing? What was up with that? I don't know. Oh, 60 fan. Oh, isn't he one of the modders for like Rival or for Heat 5? Why is that bad? I don't know what that means, but we're just gonna get into it. So yeah, this is our settings. We're gonna double check, look at this one more time because I did kind of ramble. Chat is kind of on freaking fire today with the engagement, so I appreciate that. So yeah, these are our settings. We're gonna get into it. There's a lot of different things I want to talk about, but we'll save that for when the race is less interesting. I can't say boring because then that's gonna make people leave, but I will have my what if rambling sections here, so we'll get into it. I don't know how you keep getting speeding penalties to Kansas. JC, your game's cursed. See, each rival's game for like per person has different, unique, and joyful experiences because mine crashes all the time. JC gets random speeding penalties that shouldn't be a thing. I'm sure somebody else will have some other issue at some other track. So it's just, it is truly a Kinder Egg, which no one, or Wonder Ball, no one fucking remembers those. That got discontinued like 2004. But yeah, damn, I have my chat to live. Oh wait, no, I have it right. Okay. Alright. So, this is our settings. Our slider is at a 6, so 1 up from default. Which seems to be pretty good with tire wear. Like, it balances things out. Like, the left and the rights are pretty equal. Devin Clark has been a member for freaking 16 consecutive months, possibly? That's freaking sick. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for the super chat highlight sticker thing that you get when you're a member. You get like one free one, so... And we now we got boob hugs, so that makes that just elevates the stream like another half a point. If JC was doing like a stream review of my stream, that should get like half a point up from whatever the original one was going to be. That's just how I would review it. Because JC, man, he goes on these freaking tangents. There's like 3 races in the weekend, and he'll make like a 45-minute video, and then he'll like put in the freaking cup race in the middle and be like, "When if this, it's like, you're not gonna like this because I did it." It's like, yeah, and then he just, then he goes on like these other tangents. It's like, yeah, so that was, oh my god, I don't need the glasses anymore. But he literally just, he just talks, and then the video ends, and there's no build-up. It just stops. And then I feel like there's a buffer. I always think there's a buffer in my video or something went wrong. And then I check and then the video's over. The man just ends it. It's like Sopranos every week. It just ends. There's no just like, you know, that's my thoughts. I'll see you all later and then I'm done. No, it's just like Blaney, it's like he just goes into a tangent about like a race at Kansas. He talks about like the winner. It's like, so Denny Hamlin got the win, and Kyle Larson got wrecked. And then, boom, the video ends. It's just like, you can't do that. You do that on purpose. Now I'm more fucking pissed off now. Now I'm more angrier than ever now, because that just pisses me off more that you do that on purpose. Oh, that son of a bitch. Oh, that freaking banana-looking son of a gun. Oh. I don't know if that's funny or it makes me angry. I can't know how to feel. Making your mom Belgian waffles with strawberries and raspberries. I'll have to watch and catch up later. That's okay. I know it's Mother's Day. I'm not expecting anything crazy to happen today, because, well, I don't really have anything planned for Mother's Day, because my mom actually doesn't like Mother's Day because it's too busy and hectic out to do anything. So we're gonna probably do something like during the week when things calm down, which I can't blame her. I can't stand traffic out either when it's like a day like this. If you watch the playlist, it just goes on to, okay, so it takes but that's not a bad intro though. Just stopping it's like mid-sentence. It's like if and then video cuts. It's like oh, that makes me so mad. I don't know. Alright, I can't get too riled up. We gotta start this race. It's been 21 minutes. I'm turning into frickin' Michael 2 scoops of Raisin Bran. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, let's see. Starting 38th. Truex on pole. That's actually real life. Garrett Smith is on fire. Oh, watch out. Ryan Blaney went to the back. Dave Hunter is not going to like that. He's going to be like, I do not like that. I don't know why is he... What the fuck is wrong with me? Alright, so... That's cool. The game predicted Truex being on pole. I appreciate that. Here we go. Green flags out. The frickin' marathon. Well, semi-marathon. It can't really be a marathon when there's stages, but... Yeah, so... Bird's going to back off here. Get down to the inside line. So 90-lap stage, we'll at least have to pit once. Now, from what I did in practice, I only did one 50% race. I didn't do a full distance race because I'm not insane. I want to save that for today. But yeah, it only took like an hour and 19 minutes for a 50% race. That was literally 69 minutes, which was the nicest number I could have ever imagined. So this should take like 2 hours and 38 minutes. Barring if we don't get like a ton of crazy cautions. So I'm just going to take it very easy here on the start. I'm not going to go all out, go berserker mode or anything. Ooh, that transition, didn't like that. JC's now going to make them more random. Well, that's just going to piss me off even more. JC really wants that engagement because if he does that, then I'm gonna literally leave a comment that's like, this is bullshit. I don't know. Yeah, we're moving up to the field. Things are nice. Logano's in the lead. That's probably the most infuriating thing ever. Because he probably should have won Kansas in my stream. But then everybody pitted at the end, which gave Michael McDowell the win. Because he was the highest finishing person, because I won. I don't really count myself as the winner. I usually don't count myself if I win. Unless somehow Reddick wins, then I'll be like, oh yeah, I predicted that. Because I changed my logic on a dime. But I'm only racing 45 as Kurt though. That's my logic. I'm not trying to represent Tyler Reddick. No, it is funny. He won at Coda and he's not going to get a race win car because of Monster. So that's kind of funny. That kind of makes me laugh a little bit. Unless you buy like a custom one.
Still there.
Yeah. Oh, that's just a casual 3 wide. But yeah, we're just cutting through the field. I mean, moving up through the field isn't too bad when you're this far back.
Still there.
I think right probably somewhere around the top 10, that's where it starts getting like a lot tougher.
Clear right.
You hit Cody Ware. Don't wreck from that. No front bumper damage.
Clear all around.
Also video mid. No, I don't want that. You're gonna make me... Oh my god, that's gonna make me so mad. JC's gonna be like... I don't know what I was gonna say. What do you think of Reddick's throwback? Damn, I can't even remember what his throwback was. That's embarrassing. I was gonna do a stream on Wednesday, but Michael 2 Scoops of Foops did a stream like every day of the week, including Wednesday, and the time I wanted to do it usually is like around 6. But he was streaming, so it just wouldn't work. And I don't want to be streaming when he streams because that's just gonna stifle viewers for me, and I don't want that. So I had an idea in mind for a stream. It was gonna be like a Wreckfest Wednesday or something. I was gonna try to just win at all the tracks in the game, plus the like multiple configurations, which I think the base game, because I think I have some mods in there from whenever I raced with Drive-Thru and Ed at Soundheads for something. So I have a couple of like modded tracks. So I think I have like over 100. I don't know if I can actually do a challenge like that, but it'll be a fun stream idea just to do those races and see how that goes. Just something fucking different. I gotta do something different with my streams. I can't just keep doing Thunder 04 and this forever. I mean, this is kind of like a tradition now, so I kind of let it slide. It's like grandfathered in, but gotta do something different. Also, Larson took lead. We had 3 different leaders in 9 laps. That's pretty damn crazy. Brad, what are you gonna do? Okay. Oh my god, I did like the Michael Jackson reference, because when he was live, sometimes like if the music gets like off cue or something's wrong, MJ would be like, Brad, what are you gonna do? Well, I just referenced that. I subconsciously referenced that, and I didn't even know about it. Reddick's throwback, 2000. Oh my god, I forgot about that. I guess because I didn't really think it was that good looking. It's just the livery, and then that's it. I mean, it's kind of cool that they have Kurt on the hood, like KB on the hood. That's cool. But there's really not a whole lot else to it. I mean, I guess it's not the worst thing ever. But I guess considering I kind of just forgot about it, I guess it's not really, I don't know. How many YouTubers do you... I watch Winval, Mertz, JC.
Wow, that's bad.
I think those are the couple. I do watch MDK's stuff.
Careful, still there.
E-Steps, I just kind of go right to the end of the video just to get the review. Like rating he gives for a race. That's like really my extent of it.
Outside.
I do watch Radman from time to time. So I guess there's technically a couple.
Careful, still there.
I do watch some of Darian's videos. I think that's it. I guess there is quite a bit. Grandfather did grandpa, but I mean, shit, I might as well be. I've been around the frickin' loop for, well, full time since like 2016, and then doing other stuff before then. So really since like 2014. Then again, I created this account in 2010. So then I've had another account, the RamboX222 one, since like 2008. So I've been around this platform for 15 years. So I might as well be called a freaking grandpa for how long I've been around. Shit, I've been on YouTube for almost more than half my life. That's sad. How you follow your line, keep it so steady. I mean, I use the analog stick. I don't know why I always get get some comments about that I'm just really smooth. I don't know how. I guess it's humbling to hear. Ew, Ross Chastain's leader? That's just gross. I don't like that. Briscoe, that was the most Chase Briscoe thing that he could have ever done in that situation. But yeah, we're moving up through the field, up inside the top 15.
All clear, no pressure from behind.
You're 9.5 seconds back. That is opinion on horse racing. I don't think I have it. I don't think I've ever really watched it to really give an opinion. I don't really. I guess I haven't. I guess I have no interest in it, but I've never given it a chance, so I don't know. Oh, that was shockingly no percentage of damage taken off. That would have been like a broken leg right there. My broken iPod. Oh my god. That, I think, is my most viewed video, which is really, really depressing. I just made the video at the time because I didn't know what to do to fix the problem. Later I ended up getting just a new iPod because none of the methods worked from what I got in the comments. And also, this is why I never do, like, this is why I never show my fingers on camera. I know some people are grossed out by them, but it's just, it is a freaking nervous condition, anxiety condition that blossomed into a habit that just never went away. So that's why I mean, imagine if I freaking did diecast reviews and I'm like, it's like a zoom in on the car and you see my gross fingers. Just, it would just be a disaster. But that's why I never show my fingers. That's why I don't do stuff like that. I became a Kurt fan after the late 2012. Really, I guess early 2013. Really, it was the video, The Outlaw, like, mini documentary that came out late 2012. This is back when, like, Speed was around, so they had, like, a segment, and they had this, like, special, and it did a really good job portraying Kurt in a different perspective and light. Because there was a lot of different things, 2005, with this DUI, which actually really wasn't a DUI. It was portrayed in, like, the narrative was like, you know, he got busted for, you know, drunk driving, but that was never the case. In fact, from what Kurt said in The Outlaw, he was never under the influence. He passed all the sobriety tests, but they just wanted to fry him. And even the cops were saying, like, you know, we got Kurt Busch, he literally said, let's fry him. Like, let's just basically accuse him for doing, just accusing him for the sake of it because he was just a disliked driver, which is really fucked up. And yeah, then they later ended up giving him a badge for it, saying sorry. But then, like, at that point, like, Kurt's career was already kind of messed up, or he lost, you know, Roush from it. So that was like the whole debacle. Like, they cleared that up, so it was like, okay, I understand now. And then it just portrayed him in a different perspective, and especially, I think over time, as the years have gone on, he backed up his actions and truly did become just an overall better person. It wasn't just, you know, he said he was going to do better. We actively saw it through his actions and how he carried himself through interviews, you know, 2013 onwards. 2014 Martinsville, when he won that, was another really good example. Because one of the ESPN, like, broadcasters was trying to bait Kurt into, like, saying something stupid for Brad Keselowski. Like, they're really trying to, like, set him up to say something stupid, and Kurt just wasn't having it. And he just kept it all positive and just completely ignored it, which is like, yeah, good on you. So, yeah, Kurt changed throughout the years. He evolved from, you know, his past, became better, and it was truly one of the best redemption arcs ever. Kamikaze said it perfectly in his like Thunder 04 Pocono stream from, I don't know if it was maybe a season 1 or 2.
Still there.
But yeah, Kurt got humbled in the most realistic way possible in at the end of 2011 because he lost his top 2 ride, had to go to a shitbox team, struggled, and had to eventually work his way up gradually. He went from a shitbox to Furniture Row, which was definitely a step up, and then he went to Stuart Haas, which, you know, by 2014 was a top-tier ride, and worked his way up. He got humbled in the most realistic way possible, and worked his way back up. That's why I don't really think... It bugs me, because the way Kyle Larson got, you know, completely, you know, excommunicated from NASCAR for saying and doing way worse than what Kurt ever did. Kurt was just an asshole. It's just an asshole. Yet Larson literally just insulted and used a derogatory comment on a whole race of people, which I think is way worse. And yet, what he got was way less bad. He ended up getting a top tier ride right away, and then it was fine. Like Kurt did way worse. Fucking what am I talking about? Larson did way worse. Yeah, Larson. Kurt did way less and got punishment like way worse. I don't know. It's nonsense. But I appreciate him as the years went on, and just the frickin' hurdles this man went through is just unreal. From, nearly losing his ride in, at the end of 2011, going to Phoenix Racing, struggling there. And then in 2015, he got charged for, like, domestic abuse, which was never... And he missed 3 races in the 2015 season. And, like, he was literally just completely removed from the sport. Like, they literally, like, banned him, and then they unbanned him. He came back, and then, like, 5 weeks later, wins at Richmond in a crazy underdog type of story. He was actually going to win Auto Club. That's a whole other conspiracy, because Kurt was going to win Auto Club, but then he threw out, like, a bogus yellow, and it messed things up, because probably NASCAR didn't want to deal with the PR of Kurt winning in, like, a second race back or something. And that's a whole other thing. That was kind of... That 2015, I was kind of bullshit. Never really a fan of that. And obviously Martinsville 2014, getting his win after 3 years. Haas took a chance on him when really no one seemed like they were interested in him. So Kurt just had one hell of a career in comebacks, and it is truly one of the most, like, inspiring things of this 21st century, and definitely one of the greatest redemption arcs a driver has really ever gone through, because he got punished and he had to get humbled. That's the thing, a lot of drivers now don't really have that chance. They don't get humbled. They don't just do, like, Kyle Larson, I don't think really gotten that level of, like, humility. Yeah, he lost a ride, but then he got a better one in return right away. That's not what I would consider being humbled. If he got, if he came back in, like, 21, was with the, literally like a Rick Ware racing equivalent car, and struggled for that year, and then 2022 he slowly goes up to a mid-tier car, and then slowly works his way up year by year, then I think the redemption arc would probably be complete. But him, it literally that's the most insane thing, is Larson saying the no word literally benefited his career. In hindsight, it literally gave him a Hendrick car. A Hendrick ride. That's fucking nuts. I don't personally agree with that. That's why I don't think Larson or Kurt should be even in the same scale in terms of redemption arc. So that's a whole other rant, whole other tangent.
Look ahead for me. Clear outside. Clear right.
Yeah, I adore Kurt. I appreciate everything he's done for the sport, and it's still bullshit, and it pisses me off to this day of how his career ended, for everything he went through, all the trials and tribulations, all the hardships, and it gets ended because of an unsafe car that drivers were complaining about for months in advance. That wasn't a secret. NASCAR Chasm had like a whole Twitter thread of drivers complaining about the safety of these cars for months before Pocono. So it's just a complete disgrace, complete shame that it ended Kurt's career prematurely in literally the twilight years, because there was an interview or something or an article saying that Kurt was gonna retire in 23, like this season, like regardless of the concussion. So yeah, it's really unfortunate Kurt got robbed of that. Can't end on his terms, but Kevin Harvick will. I'm sure Chase Elliott and everybody else will have their careers end on their terms. That's fun. I like how every driver I like always seems to get fucking cucked by the sport that I once loved unceremoniously. I don't know what the fuck that means. I can't talk, but it bugs me. I don't know. It's sad. And then, you know, just every wreck that Kurt was in 22, from, you know, Ty Dillon bulldozing through the field, getting Kurt involved in shit. Like, Kurt got involved in so much dumb bullshit that had nothing to do with his own accord. That could be a whole video on itself, the compilation of, like, the wrecks that led up to Kurt's concussion. That season in particular infuriates me more. Just thinking about it. There was obviously Talladega, where Larson did a late block that put Kurt on the outside wall, and then Larson has the gall to say after the race, that was the best racing I ever did at Talladega. Yeah, he literally blocked Kurt into the outside wall and wrecked him. That was, yeah, but yeah, and he has the nerve to say, oh, that was the best race I've ever done at Talladega. It's like, your best race ever at Talladega is punting someone in the wall. That's not good. It's amazing. Then obviously Atlanta, that pisses me off because Chase did a late race block and caused a wreck that got Kurt involved. That's fucking pisses me off. It just pisses me off. And then people wonder why I'm salty about NASCAR, why I'm pissed about certain stuff. It's like, well, yeah, no wonder fucking why. Imagine if your driver was in these situations that never did anything wrong, and then, oh, it's such fucking horseshit.
Nobody out back. Right side. All clear.
It's so sad. It's just that could be a whole video on itself if I ever want to just like make videos just to pad out content. That could be something I could easily do, is just talk about that, because it bugs me. I just got rants built up in me forever. I could just rant. That could get me fired up. There's certain races where I just don't care enough to get fired up, and there's other ones, like the whole Kurt situation, that will get me fired up.
All clear.
That is one of them. Well, I think I ranted for enough. All because someone asked, why do I like Kurt? Or when did I start liking Kurt? And it just devolved into just this, like, insanity. So yeah, we're 5th. We're 6.7 seconds back. We were, like, 9 seconds back at one point, so we definitely moved up through the field. We gained a bunch of spots. Chastain has lapped a shit ton of people. If we're passing Brad for 21st,
Hold your line.
that is utterly insane. So we got Joey Logano. Truex dropped back. He started on pole and is back to 7th, so that's disappointing. Yeah, now Chastain's really... For whatever reason, the modders in this game made Chastain really fast, because in all the top 5 leaderboard stuff, like top 5 stats for like drivers of that particular track, Chastain is like number 1 for a lot of them, which I don't think I personally agree with. But yeah, they made Chastain really good. And also, lap traffic is going to come save it. No, never mind. Logano got by him. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Oh, Byron's going to get held up. We'll go 3 wide.
Clear all around.
Alright, that works. Cindric's up here. That's weird. No, that's a lap down car. Never mind. Larson's second. Yeah, so what do we have? Less than 15 cars on lead lap already? That's another crazy thing. I just don't think the skill gap. And I don't even think it's the modder's fault. But I think it's just maybe the limitations of the game, because, I mean, I had the skill range on narrow. So they should be as closed up as, like, possible, and the gap is still, like, pretty big. Yeah, I know Chastain runs top 10 every race, but in this game, if we look at, when I look at like the leaderboard, if I do remember that at the end of the stream, he's just like #1 at like a lot of tracks. Like I could agree he's like top 10 caliber driver. I can agree with that, but being #1 at a whole bunch of these tracks seems a bit too extreme. It really should be like Chase Elliott, because he was like the best driver all season last year.
Careful, still there.
I don't know, but
Got one up top.
yeah, we're right there with third, trying to pass Logano respectfully, just showing him how it's done, because you know he doesn't sometimes understand that, or he'll just make up like false narratives of like, he raced me hard off turn 2. It's like it's fucking Darlington. It's a tight corner. Of course, there's going to be contact when you're racing side by side. Like that. That wasn't a malicious thing. But he perceived it to be malicious. Again, this is Logano, the same person that thinks.
Careful, still there.
He made some comment that like the past sucked with NASCAR. And it's like, what do you mean? What do you mean by that? Do you mean the racing? Do you mean the safety? Because if it's the safety, then yeah, I agree. Because he made a comment saying like fans want to go back to the old days. And he said the old days sucked. And it's like, what do you mean by that? Do you mean the racing, the points format, safety? What do you mean? That's such a blanket statement for just like anything. Because we're going to be talking about like the points format, the Gen 4 car, or just drivers. If we're going to start saying like that sucks, then that is like delusional talk right there.
Clear outside.
That's our leader. That's our future leader of the sport. He's one day going to be like the oldest among the active drivers in the field, and he's going to be sitting there in his freaking like, you know, oxygen chamber saying this bunch of dumb shit.
Careful, still there.
That's our future. It's really fucking depressing.
Nobody out back.
Oh, don't wreck, Bowman, don't wreck. Fuck! Damn it, man, I just wanted it to go fucking green. Oh, God, that did not need to be fucking yellow. That fucking pisses me off. God damn it. Alright, well. I'm upset. The only thing I don't like about the Winston Cup era was the points you get for winning isn't nearly as much as it probably should be. That's really like it. The sponsor, yes. Probably not. Probably having cigarettes in a racing thing is probably not a good look. But that's like it. Well, now we're all bunched up. We were still pretty far back from everyone, and somehow Bowman wrecked from that. I don't personally understand that,
Clear high.
even though that was my fault. But I don't understand. Now we got track position. Let's see what we can do with that.
Got a car coming high.
Man, I wanted to have a green flag pit stop too, because we were pretty close to having one of those. Now we gotta somehow run down. I guess now we'll see what the car can do. Now we don't have lap traffic or anything in our way. I guess that's gonna be pretty tough if I had to assume. But yeah, somebody left a comment, or somebody left something in the chat about, was this race adjusted for 400 miles? Yes, it is. It is in this mod, so that is neat. Yeah, we're still very slow on the off turn 4. Don't know why that's always a thing. That's a fast lap. Oh my. That's the one thing with Darlington AI. They're really quick on the short run. It's really until they get to lap traffic where things just kind of start to fall apart for them. I just want to stay relatively close to Chastain before he gets to lap traffic, so we have a bit of a... So we don't, I don't want to lose too much time to him before lap traffic starts to strike. Bowman. Yeah, oh my god, that was really funny. I can't believe he just parked it for the race after just that like small bump. That just... Damn, that's just... Can you imagine if someone's watching, or if that was like an actual race and someone did that and they just parked it from a bump? Oh my god. That would be social media outrage. Yeah, I'm fine with the wave around stuff. When I mean like Winston Cup, I mean just like point format wise, full season points. I don't mind like the wave round lucky dog stuff. That's fine. I've always, like, I never really had an issue with that. This is why Kerr is a real 7-time. Damn, Chastain is pulled away. I thought I'd at least be able to kind of hang with him a little bit, but no, he's just gone. That man is freaking fast. Also, it sucks he doesn't have his throwback. I don't know why the modders didn't add that. I don't know why. That's interesting to note. I mean, okay, we're kind of keeping, like, we're kind of staying at 1.3. That's okay. 1. It's gonna go up to 1.3 when we get off. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's just turn 4. Yeah, off turn 4, we just always keep losing time. I don't know why. That's just always been a thing. They just always are really quick off that corner. But we're pretty good in 1 and 2, so I guess it balances out. Then again, NASCAR 15 was the same sort of way where you can gain a lot of time at 1, 2, and 3, and 4. They're really quick. Same with NASCAR 05. A lot of the NASCAR games are kind of like that with Darlington. Interesting to think about how there's, like, weird similarities with the other stuff. That's interesting. Well, I mean, Chastain was pretty quick here last year, so I guess him winning isn't really that big of a shock. It's just that both of his wins have kind of come under dubious circumstances. One was at Coda, which he kind of got into some people for that to happen. Then Talladega, which he just kind of got lucky. The seas parted. Even he said when he won, he didn't even do anything in 1, so not going to give that much merit. So, in my eyes, Chastain still has yet to get a win that is very deserved, or like an earned win. So we'll see. Well, I mean, we're still sticking. Well, we're not losing as much time as before. I think. Ooh, oh my god, that's an... Huh. A yellow that's not by... Okay, so at least I'm not going to be... It's not all going to be my fault, so 1 for me and then 1 for the AI, so I guess that works out. Let's see. No, I'm not pitting. What am I doing? Let's see. Good aspects in NASCAR now. Wave round, I agree. Double file, that's more of a gimmick. Lap cars... being in the background. Yeah, I agree with that. Except for the double file. Double file was kind of created just as a gimmick to, like, make things more exciting. I think I think single file starts would actually calm people the fuck down. I like Coda. That could probably fix some things. I don't think it would probably save everything, but it might help. Who knows? Stage cautions. I don't mind the concept of stages, but not stage cautions where the race gets, like, stopped arbitrarily. Green white records being unlimited. I used to like it, but it's just kind of stupid now. See, maybe you're, I don't know. When I was younger, like, this is like 2016, 2015, I used to think about that stuff being, like, really cool. But I got the lead there. I don't know how I really did that. I'm also, like, annoyed that the lawnmower's going off, because didn't Dad cut the grass, like, literally a few days ago? He must be really bored. That must be why he's cutting the grass today. He's just, he did it, like, midweek. I don't know why he's doing it again. He must, yeah, like, he must be really bored. Don't you fucking wreck from that. That is the biggest bitch. Don't even throw a yellow out. No, don't. Actually, don't. I want to suffer from this mistake. Good. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I get. That's what I fucking get. I'm a glutton for punishment.
Left side, clear left.
Alright, well, now we gotta work our way through the field. Too much fucking distractions. That's what I'm gonna rationalize this as. Too much distraction. Distractions. Also, I'm 16th because there's only 6. Was there only 15 cars on the lap when that one yellow came out? Like, good God. That's the saddest freaking, like, slow bitch boy spin. I'm upset. That's just so depressing. I was leading. I finally got the lead and I just threw it all away. I was trying to read chat and just... my brain just couldn't comprehend it.
Clear all around.
I guess the tangent I was gonna go on was I used to be a fan of that sort of stuff, but as the years have gone on, especially with stages,
Clear right.
just so much dumb wrecks happen because of the stages, and the overtime stuff just got like redundant and just ridiculous. At restrictor plates where 32 of the 40 cars wreck, and there's only like a handful left at the end. Like at the end of 2017 Talladega was my realization of this shit's fucking stupid. It just kept wrecking again and again. There's only like 6 competitive cars at the end. That was my like realization of this should be stupid. It's either that race or the 2017 500 is when I come to realization of just how dumb that shit is. So yeah, don't arbitrarily, it just fucks up strategy, breaks up the flow of a race. And there's not really much unique strategy now. It's just, if a stage is 60 laps, they just pit it halfway, then that's it. There's no interesting nuance to it. It just disrupts the flow of the race. I just want a race to happen where you go from point A to point B, and the yellows aren't predictable. You could have stage points rewarded. Just don't throw out yellows. That's it. That's as simple as it gets. There's no one even on Twitter, like everybody was like agreeing with. Everybody was like happy when Kodo came around because there's no stage yellows. Stage breaks. That was stupid when it was introduced. Still stupid now, and I will always stand by that. It's dumb to arbitrarily script and literally plan out when you're going to get yellows. Oh, Chase Elliott's 15th, so we might actually pass him. Well, I did bump him, so he's going to probably wreck in turn 3 now. No, he didn't. If we still get top 10 after all this, then that's going to be an insane accomplishment.
Careful, still there.
Oh, Amarolla's 14th. I was not aware of that. So we got about 20 to go. We might get to lap traffic. That might spice things up. We might be able to BS more positions that way. So it takes about 20 laps for that to happen. I think we restarted with 25, 26 to go. So they'll definitely get to some lap traffic. That's Briscoe. Wait. Almirola and Briscoe from the back end of the car look so similar. I literally thought I was going to be passing Almirola again, but I was very mistaken. Got Kyle Busch there. Suarez is running up here. Good day for Suarez. Hooray for him.
Stay to your left. Got a car high now.
Alright, now it's time to put out those freaking big boy diapers and really, start to run them down.
All right, you're clear.
Okay, I mean, we're going to get stage points. That's going to be a thing. That's cool. Even without them. It's just the concept. It doesn't matter if there was a coincidental yellow that happened around the same time as stage end. It's just the concept and the theory. And again, I don't think that's ever going to happen every race. Where that's going to, literally a caution's going to come out right near a stage end, but I just want... I don't know, maybe that's partly why I kind of don't love NASCAR as much anymore, because there's just so much gimmicks and so much that's just for entertainment. It leans way too hard on entertainment to the point like legitimacy of racing just kind of gets forgotten about. Like, I just want them to just go from lap 1 to lap 400 without knowing there's going to be a predetermined caution at a certain point. That's all. Well, Bell's going to lose another spot to me. Chastain and Larson must be having some epic battle up there, which is kind of funny. I don't know. I was trying to think of a connection, but I can't think of one. We're going to get by Bell. There goes Truex. He does a little, like, slide up off the corner. We'll get to the inside of him. Perfect. And that's going to be for P8. And can't believe we're going to be making a comeback from this. To some extent. Like, that's pretty cool. Yeah, now they're going to be hitting some lap traffic, so... This is where things are it's going to get spicy with lap traffic. If we could still win this stage, that would be mind-boggling after everything I went through. Bubba Wallace up in the top 10. Nice. I guess maybe not. I guess I'm just thinking of just, like, normally his AI doesn't seem to run that well, so I guess it's neat to see that happen now and again. Damn, look at us actually see, we got our big boy pants on now. Now we're starting to, drive a little more seriously, getting more focused. Our brain's starting to function. It's like an old car. It takes like 100 laps for it to get into gear. Get the inside one here, but he's gonna get that good run off the corner. So, or we could side draft them. I don't know if that really counts, but... There we go. Look at that. Clean. Take notes, Larson. That's how you make a clean pass. Alright. I don't know if we can... No, we got a shot.
Careful, still there.
Here we go. The inside of Hamlin. P6. Perfect. Damn, clear. Alright. I didn't expect all that, but I'll take it. I see a Kaz Gralla sighting, so yep, Chastain's already caught lap traffic. That's good for us. That's already a thing. I couldn't really tell. Whoa. That could have been... I almost plowed right into him. Oh, Blaney almost got caught behind him, but no, he got around him. I mean, this is still an amazing comeback considering I half spun. I'm just gonna back off here. He might wreck in turn 3 because I gave him that little bump. So. Oh, found him. All right, got to the bottom. Oh, Noah Gragson, the biggest movie chicane of the race. Oh, never mind. I thought he was gonna hold up Byron, but it didn't happen. Alright, now I'm going to have a horrifically bad angle in the corner. Oh, Todd Gillen. Oh, Todd Gillen, hold him. Yeah, you can hold him up. I'll take that spot. P4. Alright, let's see what Logano does here. Yeah, he got held up a little bit. We try to bait him. Oh, yep. Oh, same with that. Ryan Blaney got held up too. Ha. Lol. We'll get to third. Second place, I think it's Larson still. Pretty far up the road, so we don't got to worry. Austin, that's Ty Dillon. I don't know why it's... That's sad. I thought that was Austin Dillon. Yeah, it's Ty Dillon. Okay. Probably a realistic spot for him to be running 34th, because there's only 36 cars in the field, so him running 36th to 34th actually might not be too off. Alright, so 3.3 seconds back. We're not going to be able to make that up. That's too far of a gap. Larson stuck behind lap drivers, so that's funny. Larson is choking big time behind BJ McLeod. Oh, no. Oh, that's awkward. 3.2. Yeah, we're not going to get there, but this is still one glorious comeback with everything that I just endured. 20 laps ago.
Got a car coming high now. All clear.
The game went... Yeah, that would definitely clear things up. Same with Kyle and Kurt. I think even in the leaderboard graph in real life, they used to have like KY Bush and then KU Bush or something. Yeah, this game would have been nice if they had like an A Dylan and a T Dylan. That would have helped a little bit. Well, Larson continues to get held up in traffic. Chastain's going to win the stage. And we're going to take our time getting around Busher here. That's not taking our time. That's just plowing right in the back of him. That's front nose damage. And he's going to block. What is this, Thunder 04? Why are you blocking me? Tyler Reddick 30th. That's funny. Tyler Reddick's getting out... He's getting outrun by Corey LaJoy. I see him up there in 29th. Oh yeah, I don't know who DNF'd. Probably someone in that second yellow. So what, we had 3 yellows in this stage? 1 for me and then 2 for the AI. Was that it? That's...
White flag, bring it home.
It's kind of weird. Oh, yep, that Corey LaJoy outrunning Tyler Reddick. Call the presses. I don't know how many get this. This is just a mess. We're just gonna have to... There we go. Okay, that worked out.
Clear high, clear high.
We're not gonna get to Larson, but damn it, I tried.
Right side's clear.
So Chastain wins stage 1. We'll get 3rd. That's a good comeback. We'll start on the inside line, hopefully, unless we have to repair damage, and that puts us back to 4th. I don't know, but not bad of a stage. I'll take it. That's our top 10. Chase Elliott. I think Harvick is going to get the wave around, so he will get back on lead lap. So what, 17 cars on lead lap? No, okay, Cindric. Okay, never mind. Okay. So we'll pay your gear for tires and fuel. Now we lost 2 spots. We're on the inside line, though, so that actually works out.
Have a good day.
Alright.
Stay sharp. Go, go,
Let's
go.
have a super duper long green flag run, so lap traffic plays a factor. I didn't even notice who fucking DNF'd.
All clear, all clear.
God
No
damn.
pressure from behind. That's the halfway mark. Car there on the outside.
That looks like
Nobody out back.
Timmy Hill. Alright, we'll let Logano in line there. Don't know why I gave him that line, but we gave him that line. So now it's just going to be... Don't let anyone get beneath us, because they're going to send it in the corner and potentially wreck us. So we're just going to hang on to this. We're just going to defend this bottom lane like it's just nobody's business. That's what we're going to have to do. Larson got held up on the outside a little bit. He checks up.
Careful, still there.
This is our chance to maybe strike, but... That was... Oh my god, that was a bad corner. You want to talk about how many views your channel... Oh yeah, I mentioned in my Discord. Yeah, it's a really fucking sad... It's a sad fact. And it's not even a fun fact, it's a sad fact, so... I was just bored, and I was just like, you know, I want to see... I wonder what N2SC4's, like, monthly views are. And it turned out he had, like... I don't know if it was 69,000 or something. It was... Maybe it was 80,000. I don't know what it was. It was definitely way more than mine, because mine was like 42,000. Which means that a channel that's been dead for almost 3 years, it's 2.5, actually, 2.5 years, still brings in more viewers than me. A person that solicited nudes to a minor is outperforming me and not doing any videos. That is really fucking depressing. That is the sad fact of the day. My channel is that dead. some fucking bullshit's gonna have to fucking change. Like, I'm gonna have to do different things. Like, I want to do the World Without Leash series. I want to do that. There's more videos I want to do that are a little more in depth. There's a video where I wanted to do the best drivers like in the modern era ever, like the best average finishes of them, like point finishes. And I have like the whole like script, not the script, but I have like all the stats ready. There was one video I wanted to do where I basically corrected Radman because in 2020 he made a video saying Chase Elliott was the best active driver in the field. This is after 2020. Even though he was, like, objectively wrong and factually wrong and everything, but he literally just based on feelings and not by stats, which was just ludicrous. And I wanted to correct him on that. That was going to be a video. There's a lot of things, there are little different things I want to do with the fucking channel, but I fucking can't. I can't because I got too many damn Let's Play series going on that aren't over. World of Outlaws is not going to end for, like, part, like, 160. NASCAR Rivals, NASCAR and I are going to be going on for, like, a couple of more, like, months. So, like, I got no extra time to do these other these other projects that I want to do, and it pisses me off. So something's got to fucking change. Either I just end the World of Outlaws series, like when I get to regional, and do like maybe the obviously the World of Outlaw cars, and the late models. Like, do those two series, and then that's it. Because that's, like, the only two new series in the national level. And then end the series at that point. Or something's got to fucking change. That pisses me off. It should not fucking be. There's other damn things I want to do, and I fucking can't. I'm stuck in this Let's Play hellhole, and most of the things I'm playing isn't fun. And it's really fucking frustrating. Maybe it doesn't... I mean, NASCAR Night's kind of like a shit show in a funny way at times. The World of Outlaws and Rivals are just kind of just nothing burgers. So I'm just in this like pit of bullshit, and I don't have any other extra time to do other stuff. Like I'm trying to work on the Robin script, but I can't. I can't say I can't. It's just really hard to do because I don't got extra time, and I need to make extra time. So something's got to fucking change, or we're gonna have to have like a NASCAR Rivals week where I just like plow through like a bunch of races in a week to get that done, like almost over with. And then World of Outlaws, like, I want to do different fucking things. And I think, because IDK player said I'm boring. That's what he fucking said. That's a whole other backstory how that transpired, because I think I said in Mercer's chat, like, I said something along the lines of, I can go on about how IDK raced in that Canadian Tire race, and he came back in chat saying, at least I'm not boring. Or he said he said to me that I can go on about how boring you are, which was, you know, instead of actually like debating or like trying, you were running through, you're picking your nose as you left pit row and it got into me, and you're like hitting the Canadian jump, not taking the race seriously, and making like a whole like comedy act out of a league race. You're gonna defend that. We're not gonna, like, debate that or just be like, yeah, I agree. That was bad. I would probably fucking dropped it then, but he didn't. So, it's fucking 3 years old and I'm still bitching about it, but, like, yeah. Well, he said I'm fucking boring, so, shit, there might be some goddamn truth to it. I mean, I'm, like, nothing to him in comparison. And then I think that same night he had, like, he didn't have his fans, but his fans, like, literally left comments on a Robin like post or a Nico Robin like video update post or something. It had like 3 likes, and then I got like a bunch of comments saying ratio. Like, you're ratioing a tweet that had 3 fucking likes. Are you that, like, is that really impressive? It was so fucking childish and sad and just fucking pathetic. That's so, like, insane. But fuck it, you know, he's doing better than me in like every possible category. Has iRacing live streams that do extremely well. He's like commentating real life ARCA races. Like, the fucking man's got it all. So what? Shit, he might be fucking right. So screw it. I'm gonna start doing like, you know, more analytical like NASCAR videos that I really want to like do more often. Because maybe that's my avenue. Maybe I'm just not charismatic enough. I don't play into the algorithm as much. So, shit, maybe I'll start doing that, because I have a couple of takes for just interesting, like, video topics, or maybe those will be the thing. I don't know, but I want to at least try, or at least do them. Because I feel like I got, like, interesting ideas that are different, or at least new, or just something. I want to do them, but I fucking can't. And I have other different stuff going on with the channel, the different series that I am so busy doing. So yeah, I just can't wait for, like, NASCAR Rivals and World of Battles to wrap up. NASCAR 9 is gonna be kind of funny, and they'll probably go on for a while. But I really just want other stuff to fucking end. Like
you're clear.
And the thing is too, I think JC mentioned it in my in like a video or something, saying it's insane to do that many parts in a row without a break. But like, I don't know when the new game is going to come out. It might come out and the series is not even done. Then I'll be making videos on that for a little bit. And I'm going to, like, abandon that for a while. So, like, I have to keep fucking going on. I have to keep chugging. Because I don't know when new game's coming out. There's nothing mentioned, but there might be. I mean, it just kind of came out of the blue, like, last year out of just, like, thin air. So, literally, like, in a month there could be something, like, announced. And I won't... So, I have to keep going. But I'll tell you now, I'm definitely not doing a fucking career mode if it's gonna take 200 parts. Fuck no. I'll do a championship season or something. That'll probably be the extent of it. It's like, you know, maybe 15 or 20 races or whatever. But I'm not doing a full-length career mode. Fuck, God no. It's not fun when you're doing like 200 parts and most of it's just a repeat of the same series, but in a different like division. It's just monotonous. The game is so monotonous with shit. It's infuriating. It did not need to be 16, like, you need to win a championship 16 different times. And, like, 10 of those are, like, the same cars. I guess another video idea, like something to like talk about is like in the video, just be like my experience in the core league, just talking about that. That would be kind of fun to discuss, because there's some like fun behind the scenes stuff. When you race, when you're in a league race with people, you start to learn a lot about them. And I learned a lot about different fucking people in that time period. That was an interesting time, especially since I was one of the like admins, so like I kind of know a bunch of different things. So that was an interest. That was very wild. Also, Timmy Hill did not DNF because he's on track, so I don't know who that really was then. And of course, Timmy Hill takes my line. So we've been just stuck inside the top 5. Chastain's pulled away a good bit, but lap traffic's starting to become a thing. There's a Bubba Wallace fan on my Discord. Well, that's not a problem. Like, I don't... You know, you can be a fan of... Like, JC's a Logano fan. I despise Logano, but JC's in my Discord. It's not going to change anything. Heard about 22 update. Yeah, I've heard about it. I mentioned it earlier in the stream. We'll see if it actually comes out. They said it's coming out in a couple days, so that might mean maybe Tuesday or Thursday, because that's usually when, like, updates for stuff comes out. So we'll see. I mean, if it comes out, I'll definitely do a live stream looking through stuff to see what's different. There we go. We'll get by Larson finally.
Top 3, use it if you need it.
Having a drive-through and Cody are still around. They're still doing their own stuff. Drive-through has his podcast. Cody's basically, you know, he's gone to real life races and trips and everything like a whole bunch of times. But I could definitely confirm, throughout everything, they're cool people.
Look ahead for me. Clear outside.
Same with Ed Soundhead, Slapshoes. They're all really, really chill and cool people. I have the utmost respect for them. half the people watching What If are Gregson fans. Is that a ew? Like, is that true? Ew, why are you watching? Go unsubscribe. I'm kidding. That's funny. That's funny to think about. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that's a bad or good thing, but that's just an interest. How does JC know this? JC, like, look at my analytics or something? How does this man know? This man knows more things about my channel than I do.
Nobody out back.
Well, we're up to third. Chastain has a 2-second lead. I think the gap's gone down a little bit. That's because of lap traffic. Still going down. So you got 92 lap stage. So what, 2 laps longer than the previous stage? You know what? It's understandable. You know, some people just don't know the full story. Or like more context. I don't know. Maybe that's part of the reason why I don't watch IndyCar F1, because like I don't know what driver to root for, and I don't know the backstory behind them. I don't have like their career backstory, and I feel weird to root for a driver that like did stupid shit or like fake botted YouTube accounts for subscribers like Alex Palou did. I've heard of that story, but I don't know how much that is on Palou or the PR team, but it's still really weird. JC, can you review my Discord in your race review? Can you give it like a race rating for my Discord? I want to know what rating you would give it out of 10.
Still there.
I want at least a 5-minute segment in your 45-minute review of all the races this weekend.
Still there.
Of my Discord. Put it on a stopwatch. Get a stopwatch. Oh my god.
Still there. Clear high, clear high.
Anyone still watch Sloppy Joe? I don't think I have, but that was, oh yeah, I think I got into some controversy with that because oh yeah, Drive Thru posted something about Sloppy Joe and like an iRacing incident where he like melted or like freaked out.
Careful, still there.
I think I posted like the wind valve clip, and then people were saying like, "Oh, you broke controllers. You're just as bad." And it's like, no, I chucked it because I was mad at myself. There's a difference between being mad at yourself and then like literally like verbally like yelling at someone for being something stupid happening on track. There's a whole difference. There's a whole level of difference. People think I was like doing it for clout. It's like, that is so not what I was doing.
Careful, still there.
I mean, shit. If I did it for clout, then it clearly failed because I gained no new followers from it. Like, nothing changed.
All the way to the wall.
That was funny. Then people were like bringing up like, oh, I broke a controller. It's like, no, I chucked it. It was literally made into a whole gag because I literally like kissed it and like was being like really gentle with it before I threw it. Like, it was clearly like a whole bit. But people don't remember that. People like to just, you know, gaslight the whole context behind it and just misremember it. Yeah, Sloppy Joe does like actually technically worse because he literally like not chucked, but like he like tipped his Fanatec racing wheel over that he probably got for free back in the Heat 5 days, but costed like hundreds of dollars. That's way worse than chucking or throwing a $600 racing wheel. I don't think is equivalent to a $60 controller, even if we're playing by those rules. It was just a whole stupid thing. I got to experience what Twitter fights are, and it's really fucking stupid, and I haven't even bothered to engage in one since, because it's really pointless. Also, we got the lead. I don't know how. I don't know. But that was just a fun period of time.
Stay to your left.
It was interesting because Sloppy Joe did like his like public like PSA announcement where he apologized, and I think I was in the chat because I was trying to bring like a perspective of why people were like criticizing him. And before all that, I was just existing in chat, and one of his mods blocked me. And then Sloppy Joe DM'd me and said, "I unblocked you. Please come back in chat." I was like, "Okay." That was a fun time. My mere presence just scared people to like block me from chat. It's like I didn't even do anything. I was just listening. Like at that point, I was just literally just in chat, just listening. Or I was just watching the stream. I wasn't even leaving comments. Yeah. Shockingly, throughout all that, there was no actual beef between me and Sloppy Joe. So there wasn't even really anything from it. It was just more or less the fans just were like really, really trying to defend him. When, I don't know, that was funny. That was a funny period of time.
Bottom looks good. Clear right.
Jacoby, no. Okay, you can have whatever opinion you want. No, Sloppy Joe is not on the level of Jacoby. No. Let's not go there. That's too far. That's fucked up. It's not even close. That would mean Sloppy would literally have to be like a horrific like monster of a person, like you, and that's not the case. That's bullshit. Let's not go there. There's a difference between like
Get up, clear high.
A person doing, getting in controversies online and then literally being a child predator. Like there's a whole other different fucking level. If we're gonna start using that word freely, like we got to use that word for when things actually matter, and we can't just equate people to that if they never did. That's so fucking bullshit. We're not going there. We're not gonna fucking go there. That's ridiculous. Personality moment. Well, at least JC clarified himself. I guess that's a funny. It's just, I don't know. It was funny to me because people are saying like, "Oh, you broke a controller. You're just as bad." It's like, no. I mean, even if we want to play that game, that role of like, yeah, if in this hypothetical situation. If in this hypothetical situation of like, yes, I did break control, but that doesn't equate to someone like cursing someone out in an iRacing race, like online. That's like two different equivalences. That is what we call a false equivalency. And when the times I did chuck a controller, I literally had a pillow, like right by my chair, and threw it down on that. There probably was a time where I didn't do that, but there was one time. Okay, I might be thinking of something else. Never mind. But it didn't break. I can assure you, it did not break. And it was really primarily just a bit. I mean, yes, I was more upset at myself. But part of it was a bit. I literally played it up for the fucking camera. I literally like not slowly. I literally got the freaking controller, kissed it, and like patted it gently, and then I shot. Like it's a fucking. It's very clear it's a bit. That's fun.
Still there. Look ahead.
Boy, this has been a weird stream with just the tangents I go on and where different things get headed into. This stream is such a free-for-all. Also, we pulled away from William Byron, who is now second. Chastain is now third. I got the lead during my ranting. Again, when I don't focus, I do better. I don't understand that. I should have done that more often in league racing, where I just go on random tangents and I probably would run better. I don't understand. So we'll be pitting in about 28 laps.
All clear, no pressure from
I mean,
behind.
the only thing that we do lack is short run speed. But I think even then, we got a good enough lead lap traffic buffer. I don't think it's going to be an issue. Do you have... No. But that... Wait, no. I was trying to think of the timeline when I started watching One Piece in that instant. Oh yeah, I was already watching One Piece because I started One Piece in like February 2019.
All right,
So by the time that course up, that was season 2. That was late 2019. Yes, I would have already been into One Piece by then. But no, I did not think about her while doing that. That's not. I don't fetishize kissing a controller thinking it's a girl. That's not something I ever considered. And I refuse to engage in that activity with my controller. Poor Chase Elliott's going to get lapped in. Yikes.
You're all clear up top.
Byron and Chastain are having an epic battle. They're pretty close to each other in the interval. Hello, Corey LaJoy. And goodbye. Look at on the outside too. Like this is effortlessly. No, that's not all a sloppy said because it was the context is it was during the league race, where I rating has no. That's not a thing in league racing where the I rating gets affected. It wasn't that.
All clear.
Anyone try a new star? I think I got it at Dollar General once. It literally just tasted like 7-Up or Sprite. There really wasn't anything unique or different. It just...
Careful, still there. Clear
There
all
was
around.
no point of it existing. Just tastes like Sprite and Dr. Pepper. No, Dr. Pepper. Sprite and 7-Up. Don't know why I burped there, but my body is literally...
Still there.
It's like this. It's like from the second SpongeBob movie when Plankton goes into SpongeBob's brain
Clear all around.
or his body. It's like that scene, but inverse, where it's not all happy, cuddly happiness. It's just it's like a nightmare. You want the Dr. Pepper car? Well, probably not. I don't think the Dr. Pepper scheme is that. Now it's starting to click into me. Okay, now I remember that. Wait, no. Oh, that. Oh, that. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, my brain's starting to like remember things. I remember the Bubba. That is a nice looking scheme. I don't know if I want it to win because it's Bubba, but damn, that scheme would be
Still
really
there.
cool
All right, clear
to see
outside.
win. I think I probably would be happy for it. Only if,
Body out back.
only for the scheme. I think that's okay to like. But yeah, that's a very, it's a good looking scheme. I was thinking of, I guess maybe I was thinking some other scheme. Because there was one like Dr. Pepper one, where the Dr. Pepper like placement left like the back end of the car like just empty, and it didn't really take advantage of like the sponsor placements. Like, that was the whole point of moving the car number forward. Was for sponsor placement to be more of a factor. Kind of like this car, like it takes advantage of the extra space, I think. What he won this year. I don't know about 23. I mean, there's always a strong... I mean, Kurt literally was on an anniversary win for like 10 years, so it was possible he probably could get another win. Where? I don't know. Kurt just has like that one race a year where he's just like really, really good, and it just comes out of nowhere, and you're just not expecting it. So it really could have been. It could be like anywhere. Because I mean, he's good at like all different types of tracks, so there's just always a chance that he has a shot at, you know, to win. Usually, from what I remember the last couple of years, if he qualified well in a race, then he had a good shot to win. Kansas, I remember he qualified like 6th or 5th. And that was like, oh, yep, if he's qualifying decent, then he has a shot, and he won, so. It's always a chance. I know the comment was a joke. Well, we're lapping a lot of cars. We lapped up to, what, 15th and 14th, so there's only 13 on lead lap. This has been very disgusting. I'll definitely say that much. Garrett Smithley on fire in 24th. That's well above his punching ground. Round of 12, round of 8. Yeah, that's probably a fair guess to assume like how far could we go into a round, because that's kind of about where it usually kind of stops at. I think that's kind of a fair statement.
Clear high, bud. Car there on the outside.
His last 3 years, 22 was Kansas, 21 was Atlanta, 20 was Vegas. So yeah, like there's just. But again, all of those are like mile and a halves. But same with 2019. But 2018 was Bristol. 2017 was Daytona 500. 2016 was Pocono. 2015 was Michigan, but that was rain. But then he won Richmond. So Lawrence, his resume is just kind of nuts. But the different tracks he's won at. It really feels like he could just win any week. Damn, we're about to literally have only 10 cars on lead lap. That is very, very disgusting. But hey, we're gonna have a green flag pit stop, so that's cool. Lapped up to 12. Yeah, in 60 laps, that's kind of insane. I wonder when the AI are gonna pit, because I think they pit a little bit earlier than me. Oh, as I say that, there's some people already heading down pit road. Maybe the tire wear isn't as balanced as I thought. Maybe I could have had their wear to be like less effect. Maybe I should have done that.
Careful, still there.
Well, if once William Byron pits, I'll pit, so I'm not getting like he's not gonna undercut me too bad. So that's gonna be the plan. We'll see how that kind of develops.
All clear, no pressure from behind.
But we got a good lead on him, 5.5 seconds. We'll probably lose a little bit during a cycle, especially because we're not as fast in the long run or a short run. Now he's staying out. He's holding on. One car did indeed pit. Let's see. Yep, I think Byron's pitting. All right, so we'll pit this time. Wow, I guess everybody behind him pitted, I guess. Yeah, they did. Wow. Wow, they are really trying to like find a way to like they all systematically pit at the same time as me. Yeah, we'll pit. We'll get our standard 4 tires and fuel.
You're going too fast.
No, I'm not, crew chief. There we go. All right. So that was what, 65 laps maybe on fuel tires. That's not bad. Oh, my neck. I get too freaking tense when I'm like racing. All right, well, $15.7. That's a pretty normal stop. Don't have any damage repairs. That probably helps us out too. $15.7. I wonder if in this the 2022 like update for Heat 5, like on consoles and stuff from MSG, if they're gonna change the pit stop animations with the one lug nut stuff. I mean, I'll be amazed if they do, but I don't know if they. I doubt they will. So we were about 6 seconds ahead. We lost about a second, but okay, never mind. We lost more than that. Never mind. That's 2.5 seconds. That's not great.
Still there.
But we do got a good enough lead, so I think we'll be fine. I don't know how long it takes for tires to kick in, but I'm going to say about 15 laps. So we're going to be kind of on the defense for a little bit, because I know we're going to lose time. But lap traffic, oh my god. Stenhouse and freaking Justin Haley were big dum-dums in that moment. I think the biggest thing is that... Well, at least it was after pit cycle, so nobody else got, like, put a lap down. But, hey, Osnell's going to get back on lead lap, so that's going to be 11. Cody Ware DNF'd? Oh, my God, is this... Oh, that's amazing. Oh, that is too fitting. Buscher's pitting, a lot of people in the back pitting. Noah Gregson's 5 laps down already. Oh, my Lord. All right, we're going to stay out. Well, now this gets complicated because we're still on, new tires. We aren't as strong on this. I don't think we have enough laps at the end of this to have lap traffic even be a factor. So it's all just going to come down to raw race pace. Thank God your pickers from NASCAR 09. Yeah, we definitely would have lost the lead and been like 10 seconds back. It's almost like, NASCAR Heat 5 is not a, an abomination of mankind of a game. The pit stops are, like, realistic. Well, I can't say super realistic because with the one lug nut and everything, the pit stops now are around, like, 9.6 to 11, like 9 or 11 seconds roughly. Which isn't accurate, but obviously this game wasn't modeled for Gen 7 cars. Byron just almost wrecked on his own. That was kind of funny. I agree. I agree, Christopher. It is bad. It is bad just that the modders are able to do these things quicker than actual company. And modders were actually able to put in like a mirror for ignition on like PC. But yet they were saying like it's just not possible for consoles, which is insane. Like the PS4 can't handle it, was the biggest load of bullshit ever. But again, this is coming from DK, who literally wanted like 4-year-olds and adults to have the same joyful experience. He said it twice too. It wasn't just he said it fucking twice. He said that same point twice, that he wanted 4-year-olds and adults to have the same joyful experience. That is absolutely... Yeah, because a 4-year-old's gonna like understand the intricacies of the sport to really appreciate on the same level of a NASCAR driver. Ryan Moody made this point in one of his videos a while ago with the like basically DK wants like a 4-year-old to understand why a car is off. Like they want a 4-year-old to understand the point of an off-caster setup. Like they're supposed to just pencil that in their development. 4-year-olds are supposed to just kind of get like, it was just like a ridiculous comment. I remember when I did like a live stream reacting to the conference, or the town hall, which isn't really a town hall. I remember dying laughing when I first heard that because it was so just ridiculous. But yeah, it is sad. It's sad we're in this situation. It's I can go on rants about just how depressing the whole situation is. But I do think there is a very good point with that NASCAR dying in the sense that I do think having console video games is important for NASCAR. It's a good gateway into the sport. And I think it's important to have stuff like that for... Think about the children. It literally... It's important. That's how I, really, really grew into NASCAR, was NASCAR 2000. I was literally 4 years old. But you know what? I enjoyed that. I think a lot of people probably would feel the same with, NASCAR Thunder 03 and 04. Having a game and having it be good is important. When you have, it's a good gateway into sport. It introduces them into everything. I think it's important. It's really important to have a console game coincide with the sport. And when you don't have that, then they're missing out, and they're not going to have that same introduction. So we're kind of in a wild period of time, because people that are younger, or maybe under 10 years old, or however their situation or case may be, they're not going to be able to be introduced into something that's good. What do they gotta be grown like? They're going to be growing up in an era with Ignition. That doesn't give them a good sense of what the sport's like, because everything's broken in that game. Everything's wrong. The rules aren't respected, and I don't think any fucking 4-year-olds can be. Well, I guess technically you could. If you have all the assist on, the game literally drives itself for you. So I guess technically a 4-year-old could drive it. But is that really what the grading scale of a NASCAR game is if a 4-year-old can drive it? Is that really the scale and the standard we're going to have to go by? A 4-year-old can't even buy the game. They're going to have to ask their parents. They're not going to have money to actually buy the game themselves. This is ridiculous. How about you do what actual movies do, like children's films do, where you make a piece of media that is accessible and enjoyable for all ages. Actually do that. I don't know. I thought Thunder 04 and 03 did a good job doing that, balancing those mediums out. You can have someone young play that and enjoy it, and have an adult enjoy it the same caliber. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Also, we've hanged on to lead pretty well. I mean, Chastain's still kind of there, but we've actually held on to lead pretty... I'm kind of amazed by that. I really thought he was just blown by me, but I guess because we have track position that helps. I guess that would be it. I gotta calm down. My freaking... I'm so tense. Ugh. Perfect World, we have a new game that's at least as good as Thunder 04 with a lot of content. That would be nice. Things are so different now in the gaming sphere where everything's just divided and chunked up into bits. Where you have the main game, but then the DLC stuff is chopped up into different things, and it's just never gonna happen to that scale. Unless we get a NASCAR game that's made by Monster Games and iRacing. That probably would work. I could probably see that happening. Because you kind of need to have NASCAR nerds work on NASCAR game and not have Russians make it where they don't understand the intricacies of the sport. Austin made a good video talking about the expansion pack and how broken it was, and how inaccurate the tracks are and how literally with the ISI like engine, you just have to like hit record and then have the player just run a line around the track, and that's how you code like the AI like line path. And they couldn't even be bothered to do that or even do it properly, because at Martinsville they're like wiggling on the back straightaway, missing the apex of the corner, and just driving terribly. And that's what they did. Like they literally just got like some random person to just run a lap around Martinsville that had like no experience. And that's how you got the AI to be wonky donkey there. Or, you know, like Texas, where the AI run all different lines, but in real life, you know, they're just running the bottom because the PJ1 destroyed the groove of on the outside. But they don't do that. Like, the devs couldn't even be bothered to look at, you know, images to see why doesn't ours look like the real thing. It's like, it's not even close. Like, I know Heat 5 is guilty of that too. And that's not perfect either, but Jesus Christ, at least the AI like go around the track and don't wreck.
5 more laps.
Like, it functions on a basic level, you know, pitting makes sense, the AI have pitting logic. You got a damn mirror. AI have, you know, this is, you know, when cautions come out, half the field don't go a lap down because you didn't cross the line. You do get wave rounds. Like, it's at least it's a functional game. That was the best race at Texas in the 2010s. Oh my god. Not much I could think of. Because really the only last Texas race I thought was like good was the 2007 spring and fall ones. That was it. I don't really remember a whole lot else beyond that.
Clear high, clear high. All right, you're clear. Your left. Look ahead for me.
Well, props to Chastain, he's trying. He's only about a second back, but he's keeping me honest. I'm sure the AI are going to pit here once the stage ends, because that kind of, you know, makes the most sense.
2 at the line.
'14 fall race. I'll admit, I just really remember the finish, but I don't remember a whole lot of that race that would constitute as being good, so. Unless I'm wrong, I don't know. There's not many races I remember that I thought were great from beginning to end.
You got 1 to go. Still there. Look ahead for me. Clear outside.
Well, don't know where to go. I'm kind of just stuck. Oh, there we go. Alright, there we go. I got to the inside.
Still
We're good.
there. All right, clear outside.
Ultimate Dragon with some, dropping some cold hard facts there. I would agree with that.
Clear right.
Oh, we'll get stage 2.
You took that stage.
That's nice.
Great job.
On to the last stage, which I don't know how, it might be like 100 laps, something like that, but yeah, we're doing pretty good. We just have to be careful of just dealing with lap traffic and not getting into any sort of like dumb spins, and I think we'll be pretty set. So we'll have about 106 laps to go, maybe. Everyone's pitting. We'll do the same, obviously. No, we're still first. Larson takes up second. Hamlin drops 4. A lot of different positions kind of swapped there, so that's interesting.
Ready.
All right. We'll get a nice start. Clear Larson. Are we fully clear? Yeah, we're clear. Do I see a wild Trex just lurking in the background there? Oh, yes, no, that's Bubba. Oh my god, look at him go.
Hard from the outside.
No, Chastain, no. We're gonna have to do a little blocky doos there.
Right side, all the way
Oh, Chastain. Look at frickin' Bubba Wallace go. Oh my god. Frickin' 23-11, 1-2 incoming. I know for a fact Jimmy did not win Texas 2015. I remember that was the race where Jimmy led a bunch of laps and then Brad passed him at the end. I remember that. But yeah, look at frickin'... Oh, Chastain's trying, but we're just gonna hold the bottom. I need a bit of an angle in the corner. That was... If Chastain gets into me, that might be the most realistic thing ever. Oh, he thought about it, but no, we're gonna block it.
Left side, clear left.
Oh, Byron's back, alright. Bubba tried. Still on the inside, but yeah, Bubba's having a really good run. Now we have a bit of a gap because Byron and Larson are duking it out, so that's gonna... Oh, never mind. That's Larson. Oh my god, that's Chastain. I can't even talk. Chastain, if you want to try to pass me on outside, be my guest in turn 1. I don't know if that's going to work, but you could try. So we got about... Did we restart with about 104 to go or something? That's... God damn it. Alright. Alright. Battle's on now. I done fucked it. That is the most Heat AI thing ever. Just sending it into a corner with no angle. It almost got me. That almost got me, but... Now we gotta keep up with Chastain. We gotta wait for lap traffic. That's gonna be the savior of the day. We just gotta try to keep up with them and not lose too much ground. I don't want to be like, 2 seconds back from or anything. But that run off turn 4 is so insane. I cannot keep up with them. Even as much ground as I gained 1-2, it's just... Oh, I did the little slip up there. That helps. And the draft doesn't really play a factor here. It's not like you can run them down with the draft. It doesn't really become a thing. So, it can't really... Or it doesn't seem like it wants to work when it wants, and when it should. It should work to some degree, but doesn't. That's annoying. Oh, now we got in Strad. That worked then. Now it's working. Okay. Just gotta keep up with them. Wait for lap traffic. I mean, it'd be pretty wild if we can actually pass them before lap traffic occurs, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. Does this mean we're going to have an epic battle for the lead in this race at some point, like in real life? That would be nice. Oh, hold on, we're going to get to the inside. I don't know why. I could just enter turn 3 at such a shallow angle and it can kind of sort of work. I don't understand that, but he might actually pass me here because he always gets that on the outside. Side draft? Nope. God. Ugh. Alright. Let's try this again. Stay up high. It's gonna go up. There we go. There we go. We understand. We know how to cheese it. Just gotta keep it, side by side with him in turn 3.
Still there.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that respectful racing. Look at something Chastain does not understand at all. We are giving him that.
Still there.
Trying to side draft him, but it still doesn't work. He still keeps getting the run off the corner. Alright, let's try this again. That didn't work as good as the other time. He's got to try to set him up. Alright, went up high, but he's always going to get that really good run off the corner, and that's going to really annoy me. He put himself in the wall. I didn't touch him.
Careful, still there.
Now we're side by side going into 1. This has been
Careful, still there.
no contact. We've been very... Oh, we're gonna clear him.
Outside.
I'm not gonna chop him off. We're gonna show him how it's done. The real honorable way. And I still can't clear him.
Careful, still there.
Why is this amazing? Like, why? Damn. We just... Yeah, he didn't do that thing where he does the little wiggle in 1 and 2. It didn't really work out that way. I'm just gonna back off here. I could have hit him, but I'm not doing it. Honor. JC's, I swear to God, if you're making fun of my accent, I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna freaking tip your banana upside down. Oh, he did the wiggle thing. Wasn't enough though. Byron is still there. He's still keeping up with us. That's pretty cool.
Still there.
Man, I really wish lap traffic wasn't a thing. I don't know why they get so spread out. I have it on narrow skill range. It shouldn't take us like 15 laps to get to the back of the pack. It should take a little bit longer.
Bottom looks good.
There we go. That's a run. That's a run. There we go. Side by side. All right. Let's. He put himself on the wall. I didn't do that. Why is this just incredible? Look at just the respect. Man, if Chastain drove like this all the time, there would nobody we could complain about him.
Still there. Careful, still there.
Well, it's gonna end because of Noah Gragson. Oh my God, this is like real life drama. No, never mind. I was gonna say, can you imagine if Gragson held up Chastain there? That would have been like real life beef in the video game. It would make some like internal logic, but it didn't happen.
Still there.
How did me and Gragson both just pass? Nope, never mind. All right, well, thank you, Gralla, for giving me the lead. That makes things a lot easier. Now Bielli's gonna take my line. We'll go underneath him. What is he doing? What? Leave it to Yaley to find a way to mess this up. And now I made contact with Chastain. So that ends my honorable streak. And I lost the lead because of that shit. He just stayed in the middle. He didn't choose a lane. He just decided to be in the middle.
Careful, still there.
There's Ty Dillon. We'll just let it drive by him. Where do you hear such weird talk? I don't watch that show, but that's awesome to hear that I sound like a show. I don't know. My mind's just a very crazy place. Yay, Timmy Hill, Stenhouse working together. Holding up Chastain. Hell yeah. Wow, there was some crunching behind me. I don't know if that was Chastain or what. Good lord. That was pretty violent. But we got the lead again. Now I think the tire wear is going to be starting to be in our favor here, at least eventually. That's not how turn 2 works, game. Don't even play with me on that. We'll lap BJ McLeod again for like the 30th time. See if Chastain figures out a way around him. Nope. Oh, look at it. Freaking BJ McLeod block him. See, even BJ McLeod hates Chastain. Look at that. Oh, that's just beautiful. That's, yeah, there goes Byron, so that's going to give Byron seconds. So I don't know if that's good or bad, because I don't know if Byron's that much faster than Chastain or not. Yeah, that look, he's still holding them up. What a douche. Man, fans would be cheering if that happened in real life. BJ McLeod just holding up Chastain like that. Oh my.
Looking outside now. All clear. No pressure from behind.
Well,
Still there.
now we're going to be in like the leading portion of this. We're just going to start to pull away a bit.
Nobody out back.
I just wish that the AI can get around lap traffic a little bit better. And also for the AI to not go a lap down. But for me to catch the back half of the field in like 15 laps. Thunder 04, I remember it taking a while. Same with NASCAR 15. I remember it taking quite a bit of laps. If it was even 40 or 30, that would have been much better than every like 15 or 20. Yeah, we're good. We're pulling away. In stage 2, I had about a 6.1 second lead before I pitted. We lost a lot of time from it, so it's important to build up this gap just to be safe, because we lost, I think, like 2.5 seconds. So it's important to build up this lead.
Careful, still there.
Chastain takes over second now.
All clear. No pressure from behind.
I think we only have about 11 cars on lead lap. It's definitely a true throwback race where a lot of cars are a lap down. I can only imagine what this race is going to be like when we get to the Southern 500. We have like an extra 100 miles to race with, because now I finally have ran out of things to talk about. 215 laps in. This was a 500-mile one. I would have had like, would have been like 150 laps short on something to talk about instead of just, 80 or 87. That's not how turn 2 works, game. It does not just do that. That's annoying.
Careful, still there. All clear.
Well, chat, we need something to talk about, because I have exhausted all of my discussion points.
Stay high up here.
Eric Jones, please don't wreck. Thank you. Questions, Q&As, anything? I know I'm stream delayed by like 40 seconds, so I'm gonna give it some time before I see something in chat.
Nobody out back.
Okay, Chastain's closed in a little bit. He's trying. Those two cars side by side, though, that's definitely not going to help things. Chicago Street Course. Oh, God. Oh, God. I just don't have any faith that's going to be good based on the track layout and design. That one of the corners looked like the Indy Road Course, which is a recipe for disaster when you have a super duper tight corner. Like that, it's just going to be a shit show there. So I don't have a whole lot of hope for it. And it seems like there's just so much hassles and problems going on with just that state or area in general. And I'm just thinking to myself, man, we could just go to fucking Chicagoland and solve all these problems. Maybe the racing may not be as ideal, but shit, at least it's not going to be as stressful and a pain in the ass as the street course seems to be. favorite throwback part 2. Bubba's is up there. Now that I remembered what that, now I got mentioned about that in chat. Like, that's a good one. I love the Quaker State one. Jay-Z hates that one. I want to make that point clear. He really hates that one.
Car outside. Right side's clear.
Road America should put. Well, then again, Road America wasn't really that great of a race for the Cup Series either. So, I mean, I can't even say it'll be better than Street Course because I don't know. But I have very bad vibes about that Street Course based on the layout. So, I don't know if Road America will be better. At least you'll be going to like an actual road course. So, I mean, there's that at least. But Road Atlantis is not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Bubba's throwback to what? It's the Thunder. What my Thunder 04 fantasy one? Is that it? Or did I accidentally see like a fan render of something that was way better than what the real life one was? I don't. When I'm thinking of Dr. Pepper, I'm thinking like the Thunder 04 like car. Unless I somehow misremembered, and that was like a fan render or something, and the actual real life one's like bad. I don't know. How many years are we going to do Bristol Derp? May not come back next year. Usually, I mean, the last 2 years, they announced during the race that they'll continue it like the next year. So the fact they didn't do it this year kind of tells you that it may very well not happen, which is fine by me. Bubba's car. What? It's like what the? What is that? That's not the. That can't be the throwback I'm thinking of then. Oh my God! Was I looking at a wrong freaking? Was I looking at a fan render? I might have been looking at a fan render this whole time. I thought that was his throwback. Oh, is it the freaking Dr. Pepper one? That's just like the solid color. Oh God, if that's the case, that's disgusting. Oh, oh man, oh, that's embarrassing. Oh, ew. That's not it then. I don't like that then. I literally thought it was the Thunder. That was the Kevin Grubb 23 car. Oh my God. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I even made chat think I was in favor of that, the real life. Oh my. I can't believe I got him confused.
Careful, still there. Clear right. Still there.
My phone blooped. I guarantee that's JC being like, "This is the actual scheme, what if? You're such a frickin' fibber." I just spat. Oh my God. That's what that's what JC does. He just, every time he talks, he like spits out saliva. I'll have to look at it when I go down pit road, because I don't want to break the immersion I'm in. Do you want Kansas being a fit? Depends on how the weather is in November. I don't know what the weather's like down there in Kansas by November, but I mean, it's not a bad pick. It's better than Kansas. Kansas is such a good track. Phoenix is such a bad track. I was almost about to say Kansas. See, that's what happens when I talk too fast. Phoenix is a bad track. Not fun racing. Bad enjoyment. Grrr. 'Cause, 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 'c feel like they only go to Phoenix, and it's like the same reason that IndyCar went to Infineon or Sonoma, which is it was just a corporate decision because the facility was nice for the guys in suits. That's like the only reason why they go to Phoenix, because it's like such a corporate decision where like the race product is such, it's like the last thing on their mind. Because like every race this year, maybe except for Martinsville, has been above that of Phoenix. Kansas would be a nice finale. I would say Homestead, but the Gen 7 cars didn't really do that well at Homestead. But shit, be better than Phoenix. I'll take Gen 7 Homestead cars over Phoenix any day. Phoenix needs to move to Phoenix. I mean that would be nice, but they accommodated that whole track and had stands and everything built. They had that track designed and built to have it. But then again, it probably wouldn't fix the racing either. It wouldn't really make anything better. It's such a goofy ass track. Good lord, what? 3% of damage on the hood? Well, we got a decent lead. We don't even have to pit for a while, so we are just utterly destroying the field now, like on a level I didn't think was possible. Stage 2 wasn't even this dominant.
Careful, still there. Clear all around. Stay to your left. Clear right.
So, I went to go see John Wick 4. It was a good time.
Still there. All clear.
In theaters, which I'm amazed it's still in theaters, because apparently it got released in theaters March 26th, so it was a good time. I enjoyed it. I think the films have kind of random, because like the night before I watched all of John Wick films, like 1 through 3. Just obviously I never saw I wanted to see John Wick 4, but I didn't see the other films, so I wanted to catch up. So I watched all 3 of them in one night. That was like 6 hours of my day wasted on that. But it was good. First film I do think is easily the best in the series.
Right side's clear.
I do think as the films go on, it gets progressively more and more sillier with the feats that John Wick can do, or just with the damage he's able to sustain. I think the second one's still pretty good. The third film is where it starts to get a bit silly, and the fourth film just kind of gets ridiculous because he's getting hit by cars constantly, and it just kind of starts to get a little ridiculous. It starts to get a little bit unbelievable. Just like what he's able to survive from and get just the damage he's able to sustain. At the end of the third one, he falls off like a 20-story balcony and lives. In the fourth film, he's getting hit by like multiple oncoming cars like 5 different times, so it keeps going. It just starts to get a little, like, the first film was so well grounded. It was such a simple story. I get why people love that film a lot, and it really was a big game changer for like action films and everything. It was really, I mean, throughout all the films, as much problems as as the films kind of start to get, the action was always amazing. Amazingly choreographed, amazingly shot. It's not like the Taken films where it's like there's like 45 edits in like 10 seconds. Like, they're always really good. Even the villains are pretty fun and memorable. And I do like the lore of the world, with like the world of assassins and how that all operates. Like, that stuff's really cool. And I think the first film does a really good job with all of that. The first film set itself, like, it was like, the first film was like grounded in reality in a sense. And I think the film started to lose that because it kind of fell into the same kind of trap as a lot of movies, where each film they up the ante just that little bit more, and that believability, or that I guess your suspension of disbelief starts to get stretched. I think by the third one it starts to get a little ridiculous, but I thought it was still very entertaining. I thought it was still like fun. Keanu Reeves is like phenomenal, like awesome. Yeah. it was really good. I can't really say much beyond this. I had a good time. And I thought, you know, I've heard rumors of a sequel, which I don't know how you're going to make a sequel to that. I'm not going to spoil it, but, like, I don't know how you can make a sequel to the film going forward. No, that's... damn. Well, we still got enough laps, so... Wow. Well, Austin Dillon was just about to go a lap down, I think. So he got really, really lucky on that, because he's not going to go back to the tail end of the line, so... We'll pit. You saw Bullet Train, GTA, you ever do GTA 5 Hot Ring Racing? I used to do that back on the 360. Way, like, a long time ago. I don't do that anymore, though. Oh, that was... No. Oh, William Byron's second. Oh, interesting. So Hamlin's up here now.
Going green.
All right.
Good day.
Bring it on.
Outside by himself.
So now we have 49 laps to go.
Ahead for me. Clear outside.
We're good on fuel, good on tires, good on everything now. Lap traffic's not going to be a thing till... We got a lot of time. Even if we do somehow lose the lead, we still got a lot of time to make that up, so... We're good. Chastain just effortlessly got back to second, like nothing changed. Like nothing phased him. Yeah. I don't know. Every time I go to the movie theater, I always think to myself, it'll be really cool to work here. I've always thought that. I don't know why I've always liked that. Even when I was working back in Roadhouse, like 2016 and 2015. When I was getting, or at least 2016, I was getting really fed up with working at Roadhouse. I was really, my next place to work was gonna be at the movie theater because it's literally like right up the street, or right up the road from Roadhouse. So like, I don't know why I've always thought about that, or I just thought it'd be really cool.
Car outside.
But I've heard a lot of bad horror stories. Like, maybe not being like the person that cleans up theater, like the rooms, but
Careful, still there.
working behind the concessions would be cool. I don't know why I always thought that would be neat to work there. Maybe because the atmosphere is just so nice. I don't understand. Why are we 3 wide? That was awesome, but it sucked because it didn't benefit me, and I lost more spots. That's not good. Oh my god, Ryan Blaney, Chastain having some beef. Damn. Blaney just muscled his way to the lead. He started in the... oh my god, he started in the back too, didn't he? Oh my, what a comeback. Oh, that's not good because... Now my brain's starting to remember. Back in like Heat 4. If a driver started in the back, for whatever reason, their AI attributes in the race itself get, like, amped. I remember that because with, like, Ryan Newman at Dover... in like Heat 4 was like that. He started in the back and ended up like winning or something. Like he was like an incredible thing. Well, never mind. Chastain is gonna... Oh wow. Oh my god, did look like... Oh. I can't say Blaney or Chastain put Blaney in the wall, but might as well blame Chastain for it because the whole world does for everything. But yeah, Chastain got him back, it looked like. We got some like freaking beef that we don't... I want to know the context though. That was interesting. That's not good though. I didn't want to be in this position this early. That's why I guess with films or just media, if you're doing like a sequel, I think the best approach is the way the JoJo series, like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, like how they do it. Because each part can be like its own standalone part. But their power system is one of the most unique and I think diverse ones ever. Because like the humans in the show are just human beings. But they do have like these incredible stands that have a lot of power. But the humans are very vulnerable to like attacks. They're just... they're very vulnerable to real-world things. So it's not like they're like superhuman or anything. It's more or less what the stand does and the unique battles that you can stem from it. And I think how JoJo has done that is probably the best in any series ever in how they develop, like I think One Piece and Hunter x Hunter are up there too with their power system. Because Hunter x Hunter, they have like the Nen abilities, and the Nen abilities are very, very in tune with the character and like how they use them. It's very, very dynamic in like what you can and can't do, and there's a lot of like rules and lore to it. Not lore, but like a lot of rules and like logic behind how they're able to do this. Like One Piece has their like the devil fruits, and there's a lot of unique battles that can come from just the devil fruit. Like what you can do with it. That makes it interesting. There's a lot of, there's rules and lore to it. There's weaknesses to them. Like their weaknesses like water, or you can make nails that are like shaped by like salt water that is like, obviously a weakness. So like you can do a lot of different like cool stuff with that. Not most animes, I wouldn't say most animes have a good power system, but I think ones where it's the term is power creep. Dragon Ball has that, Naruto has that, Bleach has that, but power creep is a real thing, or at least a trope, where things start escalating too far, and the believability of things start to get like shattered. That's why I think JoJo's, Hunter x Hunter, and One Piece are probably the three like really good examples of a power system. And I think One Piece is starting to get into the power creep, but literally we're like almost 1,100 chapters in, and now we're starting to even question about power creep. So I think it's done an incredibly good job balancing things out. But yeah, I do really like that. It's just like JoJo's really does a good job with that, because each part feels different, unique on their own, and all that stuff. So it's a very unique series, a very influential one. So a lot of like a lot of series either directly or indirectly are influenced by JoJo. Same with Fist of North Star. The Fist of North Star is kind of like the staple, typical like shonen before like shonen, but that's kind of like what I guess what's equivalent to it now. Like I guess in modern day games is the Persona games. The Persona games and like their abilities are very heavily inspired by JoJo's, which I guess is not a bad thing to reference or get inspired from, because I think that system's like really good. What if you're way too underrated? Well, that's nice to hear. I appreciate that. Also, we caught up to Chastain. I don't know when I passed Ryan Blaney, but we did. Now we're right there with Chastain. Lap traffic's going to be a thing.
Stay on the bottom.
I mean, he didn't pull away too far. Ryan Blaney's dropping back, so that's unfortunate. Uh-oh. Here comes Gregson. Oh, alright. I thought there was something happening there, but it didn't. See, that's the most Gregson thing I think I've ever seen. He says all these things, and then when the race comes, he doesn't do it. This game is really accurate to real life. That's just so adorable. Remember, like, Phoenix 2022 of last year? He was talking all the shit about Ty Gibbs all week and then never does anything. I remember that. That was stupid. He says all this shit and then never does anything to him. Says how he's gonna wreck him and says all this shit and then never does it. That was a dark day in the Gregson fandom. Don't want to hit the wall there.
Still there.
That's just a bad time for a lap car to be a factor.
All clear. No pressure from behind.
Look, it shockingly didn't even hold me up as much as I thought it was going to. Uh-oh. Stenhouse. No. Okay. Lap traffic, I mean, Chastain's doing a good job getting through them. I'll give him that.
You're all clear up top.
31 to go. Who's going to be the legend of this race that we need to save me?
Clear to the right.
That was a really good run through the corner. I am not going to stay on the outside for that situation. I just had a bad feeling about it. Oh, look at lap traffic giving us room. This is just unprecedented.
All clear. No pressure from behind.
All right, now we don't got anyone around us. Now I can start to make some progress because I know we're pretty equal. Oh, card in like that corner, but yeah, we're pretty equal. Alright, Beachy McLeod, where are you gonna... Man, now I'm just getting like the worst brakes imaginable. Damn, I cannot be having this much trouble getting around them.
Stay high up here.
I passed them so cleanly and good for like the other like 40 different times I passed them. And now we're gonna start having issues? No. No, I'm not, no.
Clear right.
Jeez, those are nuts. Ultimate Dragon, do you have a point? I mean, Chastain deserves some things, but not all of them. Like the frickin' Gregson thing doesn't make any sense because Gregson put himself in the wall. He tried to pass him and then put himself in the wall and then blamed Chastain for it. That was just stupid. Like Chastain's guilty for stuff, but like not everything.
Careful, still there. All clear.
Well, Corey LaJoy gonna give Chastain the outside. I don't know if that's a great idea or not, but I don't know what it is. I just keep hitting lap traffic at like just the worst possible times. Like that. And that's nose damage. Like, jeez, like, just...
Still there. Look ahead for me. Clear outside.
No, LaJoy, no, you're not gonna pass me back from that. NASCAR posts a photo of all of their greatest drivers standing together. Well, that's adorable. Oh yeah, because that's what they were going to do that for the 25 thing. Wait, but Larry Phillips can't. He's not alive. How can he stand? That's not... Wait, same with Sam Art. How is that possible? How? Wait, did they get like holograms? Oh my god, it's about time. Chastain got held up a little bit. Why am I having such a hard time getting around Chastain this time? Of all times, like this... Allmendinger. Damn. Move. Might be standing right. It probably is. It would just be awesome if it's just a hologram. Okay. Probably is it even with the 50, yeah, that is true. This deck, I think I saw something on Facebook. Like, this decade might be the most depressing decade because they're saying like a lot of NASCAR legends might pass away this decade. I was thinking about it. I was like, shit. They might have a point. That's going to be really depressing. Oh, we caught up to Chastain again. I think McDowell held him up a little bit. No, they're side by side up there. Oh, that's what we need. That's exactly what we need. Chastain, for the first time, is going to have, like, a difficulty. No, they... no, I was gonna... Oh, they did. Oh, yes, they did. Yes. Oh, that's a mess. That's a mess.
Stay low, stay low.
I don't really have anywhere to go. Alright, well, we're just gonna split Garrett Smithley here. Yeah, we'll just split them.
Outside.
Move. It still didn't work.
Clear.
Oh, we're there. I don't know why of all times now is it being this much harder. Everything else has been, it's been pretty easy getting by them at this point in the run. Why is it so much harder now? That's a good run through the corner though.
Still there.
We'll have the lane.
Car high, careful.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Brad. Uh-oh, Brad could cause a problem.
Bottom looks good.
Side draft him. Keep him side by side with me. Yes, I kind of did that.
Careful, still there.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Gregson's... Oh, sorry, Chastain. That's the first time I hit him. Oh, boy. Oh, that's a mess. That's an absolute mess. Yeah, we'll just go 3 wide on the apron. That's just not gonna... Oh, it worked out pretty good. Yes. Yes, thank you, Brad. New leader. Oh, that is incredible. Gregson still, even... Brad had no reason to hold up Chastain, yet Gregson has all the reasons to do it. In his own clouded mind, didn't even do it. That is funny. That is really funny. Alright, now we just gotta run away. That was a lot harder than it needed to be, but we finally got the lead with about 16 to go. There we go. Thank you, Gralla. Chastain got by him too, so it's not over. He's still there. And imagine if the real life race was this just intense.
Still there.
That would be kind of nice. I almost flubbed that word, but
Clear to the
there
right.
we go. Got by him. Don't know what it is with Chastain today. He's just on it. He's getting through lap traffic really good this time around.
Stay on the bottom here.
Chef's kiss. You're damn right.
You got room.
You're damn right. That's why I'm the god of this game. 14 to go. JG Haley tried to be a problem again. I saw that. He tried.
Look ahead for me. Clear outside. Careful, still there. Clear all
Wow.
around.
What a battle Chastain has given us today. That was good stuff. I mean, he's still there. Unless we get caught up in, like, lap traffic palooza or something. I think we'll be okay. I do want to do something with ignition still. With the 2022 cars for the crew mode. I asked High TV about it and he didn't get back to me, so...
Still there.
The saga of just getting the mod files for that... still in works. I really want that. I really want to do something with that. had this whole bit planned in mind about the god returning to the game to curb stop everyone and show them how good I am and amazing. And I had this whole bit planned.
Top 3, use it if you need it.
It was gonna be funny. And now I can't do it just yet.
To go.
Well, NASCAR 21, I don't really think they run random schemes. They run schemes that are, you know, what they ran in real life for 21, for the 2021 season. It's not that they run random schemes. Like even like all the heat games, all the AI drivers run paint schemes that are, you know, that they ran in real life.
Still there. All clear.
Well, surprised you still want to play. Hey, sometimes you see me on Steam playing it. I'm practicing. I'm practicing for it. They run the New Hampshire schemes. Oh, really? I did not know that. Well, that is certainly incorrect, then. Martinsville, they run throwbacks. Ew. Oh, God, I hope not. That doesn't make any damn sense.
Careful, still there. Clear all around.
I was gonna say we're about to lap Logano, but that's probably like Almirola or something. But we hit Reddick, so he's gonna probably like skeet up the track. No, he didn't. Okay, never mind.
Careful, still there. All clear.
Well, no, okay, it's Briscoe. Okay. Well, 5 to go. We still kept a pretty good lead, unless we get some like NASCAR real life random yellow at the end of the race to have it be like a spectacle, green white checkered nail biting scenario.
All clear.
Poor Chase Elliott's gonna get lapped for like the 4th time this race. Gotta take her time, getting through lap cars. Just single cars now, it's not gonna be a problem. I did bump chase, now he's gonna get that, like, speed boost thing. There we go, okay. There we go. Very, very simple.
Clear all around. Still there. All clear.
Well, we're finally getting into the nitty-gritty of things. 2 laps to go.
2 more good laps for me.
We're holding on pretty well. We're lapping Noah Gragson for like the 6th time in this 40-lap span. It's just... He's 30... Oh my god, he's 37th. He's not even the slowest car on track. There's someone else slower than him. What are the odds?
Still there. All clear.
Put him another lap down. Our lead extends to 2 seconds. 10 seconds over 5th place. Good lord. Alright. White flag's out one more time around. We're gonna do it. Chastain tried. It wasn't enough. He's really getting held up on lap traffic now, so good. Good to see it. It's been a little bit since we did the victory celebration, because I didn't do it last week. But it's time. Hold on, just gotta get there. And yes! I fucked up all this up. Yeah. Damn it, I fucked it all up. Damn it. I messed up the rhythm. I got the end part, but I messed up everything else. That was terrible. That was the worst one I think I've ever done. I never knew how to, I never know how to start it. I know how to finish it. I just don't know how to start it. We're gonna do our burnout. Our not Joey Logano burnout. There we go. Yeah. 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 And yeah. Alright. Dance looked like... It did. It really did. I didn't know how to start it. That's just my problem. I don't know how to start. I know how to end it, but I don't know how to start it. Because how I end it is like the little like arm thing. Well, you can't see because I'm too close. Wait, hold on. If I don't have this on, maybe that would help. Help, like, illustrate the dance. So it's like this, and then the arm goes like that, or it's like to pop it, and then I go like that, and then boom. Like, that whole bit is really good. I fuck up everything else. AI are pretty good at this game at times, I have to say. Chastain kept you... Yes, Darlington AI, really good. Very, very fun to race here. Want to see above? Oh yeah, I'm supposed to look. Thank you, JC, for correcting me. I did not look at it originally. I am such a freaking salty magoo. Ew. That is disgusting. That is disgusting. That literally has a QR code on it. Everything about this is wrong. Hold on, we gotta go to full face cam for this. We need people to understand what I'm looking at. What is this? The freaking QR code. And then the Dr. Pepper is right by the 23, and then the back of the car is just blank. That's not even taking advantage of the freaking... It's not even taking advantage of the space you're given. Oh, I'm upset. That is disgusting. I can't believe I accidentally said that was my favorite scheme. I literally got mixed up in the fan car that they made. Wow. Well, that was Darlington. Taking a short nap before... We only got like an hour. I don't know if that would help. Usually, to get like a full REM cycle sleep, you need an hour and a half. So you're not going to get that properly. You're going to probably... I don't know. So we got our speed rating of 104. Oh, gotta click my mouse over here. That's where they work. We get our trophy. Nice trophy. We win for Kurt, which is always a good plus. And the race was good. I definitely led the most laps, but I don't think it was a very dominant, like, win. Like, there was a little bit of struggle, so. JC, I need, like, at least a 10-minute segment on your race review of this stream. And give it a rating of 1 to 10. Because I feel like this is a good, like 8.5. Oh, wait, you don't do decibels because you don't believe in decibels. Because decibels, like, took your sandwich 1 year or something. But yeah, this is the good stuff. Chastain fastest lap. Yeah, makes sense. He was very quick. He led the most laps, 143. Oh, shit. I did not expect that. I really expected to lead the most laps. So he led 143. So that's about 150 laps that he didn't lead. We must have been pretty close. Now I want to know how many laps I led then. Because there's 150 laps where he didn't lead. Interesting. So Chastain gets second, so apparently he's going to win. So the total race time was 2 hours and 21 minutes. There was a couple of yellows, but nothing too many. There was like 6 maybe. 2 for the stage, 1 for me. So that's 3. And there was 4, 5. Might have been 6, maybe 6 or 7. Obviously in real life there's probably going to be like 12. But yeah, Chastain apparently is going to win from what this game is predicting. That's, I guess that's not too much of a reach. Very normal looking top 10, that's for sure. Dylan 11th, Cowboys 12th. Only 12 people on lead lap. We lapped Chase Elliott 3 times. And poor Noah Gragson got lapped 12 times. He beat JJ Yaley. Bowman DNF'd. Ooh. And the 15 car, Garrett Smithley, who was on fire, outran Allmendinger and Chris Buescher. Wow. Josh Bewicki outran Brad. That's crazy. That's a pretty normal looking top 10. And I guess that's about it. That's about it with everything. I wish I knew how many laps I led though. I had to have been close to Chastain or something. If there's 100, he led 143 and there's 293 laps, then 150 laps where he didn't lead. I wonder how many laps of that 150 I led then. Maybe about 100. Don't know, but first time in a while where I don't think I led the most laps. That's interesting. But Chastain was like really fast. He was like, you know, really difficult. Well, I guess we'll back out. You rated a 7? A 7? What? Why? I was expecting an 8. That's just blasphemy. I don't know. Well, I guess that does it. That wraps things up. So, I'll go to my full face cam thing here, and we'll just kind of get things situated for the post-stream stuff. But yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in. I thought that was a pretty good race. So, thank you for the congrats. Thank you at leisure. I appreciate it. So, yeah, more videos throughout the week. I gotta get that script done for the freaking World Without Leeches series. I want to get that done. I have the script done. I finished it all in one night. I want to get that made. I wanted to write that out. So I mean, it's only 3 pages, and a lot of it isn't super complicated, and it's gonna be the editing that takes the longest. But as long as I can get the script and write, you know, record everything, record all the audio stuff, then like the editing stuff, I don't know. We'll see, but I do want to get to that. At least get them out like once a month. If I can at least do that, that'll be a victory. So, and most of that season from like 84 to like 2004 isn't really that bad in terms of leeches. It really doesn't get bad to like 2005 to like 2018 or 19. So there's gonna be like a 15-year like stretch in that series or season where leeches are gonna be a problem. It's gonna probably take a really long time to actually like do everything, but yeah, so that's in the works. Hopefully I can get that done. I want to finish up other series, but I already talked about that. But yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in. Happy Mother's Day, all that good stuff. So yeah, I'll get going. Yeah, I'll see you all later. More videos throughout the week like usual and all that stuff. So that's it. See ya.